Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of The Spark. I'm Coach David. Hope you're doing great on today. I hope that everything is moving in your life the way that you want it to move. I am truly happy that you are here with me on today and that we're going to share together some things that are going to take us to a new level, that's going to help us grow and develop and be everything that we desire to be. Because remember, I wrote this book. It's called You Are the Architect of Your Life. And in that, I talk about how you get to design and build and live the life that you want. So I hope you'll pick a copy of that up. It's on Amazon, and you can also message me directly if you'd like a copy, an autographed copy. I'd be more than happy to get it to you. So what we've been talking about over the last several weeks, we're going to jump back into it and wrap it up today, is about mental toughness. And I've been entitling this series of lessons, The 4 C's of Mental Toughness. So every week I've taken on a new C. And so we understand that what mental toughness is, it is the ability to stay focused, stay confident, and composed even under pressure. I said that, hey, listen, that's your mental edge. It allows you to push through fear, fatigue, or frustration. It allows you to stay with the process and be process focused over outcome focused. It also helps you maintain a belief in yourself and in your team. And then finally, it'll help you to bounce back when hiccups and mistakes and challenges or even a setback comes along your way. So we talked about the 4 C's. We said the first C was control, and that just simply meant controlling the things that you can control. You got to know the things that you can control, but then you control them. Then we said commitment. Commitment was, I am going to do the things that I need to do even when I don't feel like it. And boy, I can tell you a lot about that. Then we talked about, the last time we talked about challenge. And we said that word challenge is, we see things not as a threat to us, but this is an opportunity for a great performance. And so we're being challenged by that. So we reframed it. And today we're going to talk about the last C, confidence. Confidence is your belief in your ability to perform effectively under pressure, regardless of the challenges, regardless of the setbacks, or regardless of the uncertainty. Let me say that again, because I think that's really powerful. It is your belief in your ability to perform effectively under pressure, regardless of what challenges you may face, regardless of what setbacks may come along, or regardless of the uncertainty. Now, I want to say this about confidence. You'll hear a lot of people say, I feel confident. Well, it's not so much about a feeling. I mean, nothing wrong with feeling good about yourself. That's not the point, though. It's about trusting your preparation, trusting the skills you develop, and the mindset when it matters most. So we said something here that I think maybe we need to go a little bit deeper into. Okay. A lot of times you'll hear people talk about, I feel real confident in myself. I know that I have this, and that's great. But one of the things that I always want to know, what is that confidence based on? Is it just a great feeling you have? Well, I'm not against feeling good. But the problem with that is that when the pressure comes or the performance comes, can you still feel good about yourself if you have not properly prepared? So a lot of times that's where the anxiety, that's where the nervousness and all of those things come from. So what we want to do, we want to take this word confidence, our final C, and we want to show you that it's the belief in the ability to perform. Even more so, where does that belief come from? Where is that rooted in? What's that grounded in? So what I want to do with the remaining time, I want to talk about excuse me, the components, if you will, of the confidence game. I want to talk about those components. And there's 3 or 4 components that I want to give you on today that I think will help you tremendously. So now I'm going to go back again one more time. We said that confidence is your ability, your belief in your ability to perform effectively under pressure. Now, we also said we've got to have something that belief is rooted in. So the first thing that I'm going to give you as a component of the confidence game is preparation. See, here's what I understand about this. You earn your confidence each day by putting in consistent quality work. I'm going to emphasize the consistent, the quality, and the work, because you could be doing a whole lot of things and not being of quality and not being consistent with it. So you earn your confidence. I like that. You earn your confidence each day, how you consistently put in quality work. What do I mean by that? Well, we practice. So we get in there and we practice. And this is what I like to do with the teams that I coach. I like to put you under realistic situations so that you can practice in a realistic situation. Well, why would you do that? Because when the pressure shows up in a performance, you will trust your reps. You'll trust what you've done. You trust the work you put in and not just your emotion. If you just feel good, that's an emotion. And nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong about that. I'm going to keep emphasizing that. There's nothing wrong with feeling good or feeling confident. The problem is if you don't have a foundation that your confidence is rooted in, like preparation, then you're going to struggle somewhat. So we don't want that to happen. We want to know that we've earned this level of confidence. We've earned this feeling by how we put in the work, the consistent quality work, day by day by day. So now we can go into this pressure situation knowing this right here. I am prepared. Now, the second one and the second and third, I'm going to put them together. Positive self-talk and pre-visualization. I'm going to say that again. Positive self-talk and pre-visualization. What is that big old pre-visualization? We're going to get to it. Here we go. So it's not about I hope I can do this or I hope I can do that. It's about I'm ready because I have practiced. I put in that consistent quality work and I am now prepared for this performance. I'm prepared for this event. Why? Because it's no longer I hope I can do it. I hope I can get there. No. I understand that I've earned this level of confidence by putting in the consistent quality work. And now because I put that consistent quality work in, now when I go into the performance, when I go into the event, when I go into the presentation, I know that I am ready and I am prepared because of the work I put in. Well, there's no greater confidence than knowing when you're going into maybe a competition or you're going in to brief, your boss or whatever, that you've prepared yourself. Your confidence comes from preparation. Now, there's something else you can do along with that, the pre-visualization. What is that? Pre-visualization is nothing more than mental imagery. In other words, I pre-visualize my success. I pre-visualize that my performance is good. And now when I actually have to go and perform it, I'm calm under pressure. Why am I calm under pressure? Because I've been there before. Well, when was I there before? I was there when I was using my mental imagery, my pre-visualization, and I saw myself as a success. I saw myself performing at a high level because of the pre-visualization. And now because of that, I'm prepared for this. I'm ready for this. This is my moment. And it's not, I don't hope I can. I know I can. I know I will. I know I'm ready because I've already done and put in the work. Here's something that we all need to grab a hold to. Your brain performs what it perceives and believes. I'm going to say it again. Your brain performs what it perceives and believes. So what you want to do during your pre-visualization time, you want to feed your brain those winning images. You want to feed your brain that success. You want to take your brain and you want to close your eyes. You want to get somewhere quietly and you want to visualize walking through the entire process and coming out on the other side of it as a success. And when you do that, along with positive self-talk, you are now moving in a consistent manner to perform at a high level. So we got the preparation, we got the positive self-talk, we got the pre-visualization, and here's the fourth and final one that I want to give you on today. This one is called perseverance. Perseverance is about pushing through even though there may be some adversity. Even though I may be tired, I may not be 100%. I might have even failed at this before, but because I'm a person of perseverance and I want to persist on through, then I am going to go and do what I need to do. I'm going to push forward. I ain't going to cave in, give up, and quit. That's not in my life. That's not in my way of performing. That's not in my way of acting. Remember, I have prepared for this moment. Remember, I got positive self-talk. Remember, I've seen this before. And so even though I might have had a hiccup in the past, that's okay. Because remember, a setback is just an opportunity for a comeback. I step up and I come back. So here's what I got to do. Number one, with perseverance, I got to be persistent. What do you mean? I've got to stay with it. I don't give up. I don't cave in. I don't quit. I don't allow self-talk to become negative and get me out of my A game. I be persistent. I'm going to say it just like that. I be persistent. In other words, I stay with it. Next, I'm going to be poised. What do you mean by that? That means I'm going to be cool under the situation. I'm going to be poised. Yeah, this is a high pressure situation. Yeah, there's a lot going on. That's okay. I am going to be poised. Why? Because I understand that I have prepared for this moment. I understand that I am now ready for this moment. So when the pressure comes on, hey, bring the pressure, bring it, because I am poised and ready. I'm persistent, I'm poised, and then here's the final one. I'm just going to be a professional. I'm going to be a professional no matter how people act, no matter how other people perform, no matter what other people say. I'm going to be the professional. So I'll be persistent, I'll be poised, and I'll be a professional. And in that, the perseverance shows up. Now listen to this closely. The perseverance is power. What do you mean? It's the power. What are you talking about? It is the inner strength to overcome any situation or any circumstance that you may face. So mental toughness. Remember what we said. It is your mindset that turns pressure into a performance. So I trust and believe that you'll take these 4 C's. Go back and watch the other ones if you missed it. Take these 4 C's and use them in order that you develop that mental toughness that you need in order to turn any pressure into a great performance. Well, this is Coach David. Thank you so much for spending time with me on today. I hope that you have gained something out of this. And like I said, go back and review the other 3 C's, control, commitment, and challenge, and put it with confidence and watch great things happen for you. Share this with somebody. If you'll do that for me, I certainly would appreciate it. But remember this right here. You are the architect of your life. I'm Coach David. I believe in you, and I will see you next week. You have a great one. Bye.